Back guys, and before we get started, I'm just going to let you know that I'm thinking about streaming either Friday night or Saturday night. I haven't actually decided yet. It depends. I might be doing something on one of the nights, and then obviously I'll do the other one. So if you're interested, let us know, and or just turn up, I suppose, on the night. I'll upload a little small video, just saying when I'm online on the Friday or Saturday. Plus, I'll put my Twitch channel in the description if you want to go follow it, if anyone's interested. But I'm just going to chill, probably just just casually play and then chat and stuff. And do a shot every time we see a perilous merge, just because, want to get hammered. But let's move on now. And this is a Simic tempo, which I'm sure you're all aware of. And I actually haven't run into it much online. I think I've only seen it a handful of times. But I kind of went for a low curve. I think we only have 2 cards that cost 5 mana, and then everything else is 4 or less. So let's jump into it. Basically, I'm kind of playing pretty much low curve and just trying to get some decent value out and stuff. So we're running 4. I'm just going to go through the cards that could need some explanation, basically. So Fairy Miscreant. I like it. I really do like it. It's a 1/1 flyer for 1. So if you get out turn 1, it's doing something in the fact that it can. I'm really starting over my words today, as I'm sure you can tell. But it gets in a lot of damage in the air over a course of a game. I mean, yeah, sure, it's weak to Twin Bolt and other sort of burn spells, and it's not exactly gonna clock your opponent fairly fast. But I mean, it's gonna get in, I don't know, like 4 or 5 damage, and the card draw is mostly a bonus. It is a better Squadron Hawk, and it's not terrible late game, especially if you've already got some on the field. So that's kind of why I'm running all 4, and I like it. It's pretty much the only decent 1-drop creature wise. I mean, yeah, you could run like obviously we're blue green, so better go into that. Sure, you could run blue has nothing else, so let's skip that. And green only has the elf. So I mean, there's really not any options, and I just felt like I needed a 1-drop. Ideally, in this deck, you want to be playing creatures and disrupting your opponent while they're kind of just helpless. So that's why I like Fairy Miscreant. It gets us a creature on the board turn 1. I also like Timberpack Wolf. It's a 2/2 for 2, which is pretty much all that classified is, but at the same time, if you're lucky, it becomes a 3/3, and I like that a lot. I mean, it's not as good as Undercity Troll, but that's why it's a common, and the Undercity Troll is a uncommon, and that's pretty much it. That's our 2-drop. I don't really class Harbinger as a 2-drop. And then pretty much a lot of the deck is just self-explanatory. Tapping stuff and then adding to your board, and then Anchor of the Ether is disgusting, especially if they get land stuck. If they start getting starved out, you can just keep them pinned down, and they're not going to be able to do much about it. And then Willbreaker. I prefer it over Arbor Colossus in this deck. Not Arbor Colossus, Outland Colossus. Just because it offers a win condition that a lot of this deck really struggled with. Just say you get off to a slow start, or they manage to stabilize a bit. This thing can just completely destroy your opponent really fast. I mean, if you count all the stuff that activates it: Whirler Rogue, Separatist Void Mage, Bounding Krasis, Frostlinks, Harbinger of the Tides. I mean, all of that has a hell of a lot of cards, which means you can steal any of your opponent's creatures, which is pretty powerful. And the lands, we run 22, as you can see, and I'll explain that as we search for a match, because I really love this story. It's keeping me nice and warmed up for this video. But when I was testing with this deck, I was originally running 24 lands and didn't have the Willbreakers in. And then the first 3 games I played, I went 11 out of 13 lands. I mean, I kept a 5-lander. I have no regrets. I think it was like turn 2, turn 3. So, and then 11, that's always fun. I got beat down pretty horrifically. The second game, I think I went 8 out of 13. Which was, yet again, was an exciting game. And the third time was something like 12 out of 17. And I quickly decided that at this point, this deck kind of needs to... I think 22 is a bit extreme, but at the minute I'm very bitter. So after them 3 losses in a row. And then I tried it with 22, and it's been doing alright. But I think ideally I might settle at 23 once the anger's died down, and we will take it from there. I mean, Simic, it's really fun to play, just in the fact that if you get a really good draw, your opponent is just doing nothing. They cannot. They try and play creatures, you just bounce them, or you tap them, and then you just keep crunching in with little guys, and it gets really obnoxious. 1 lander, 5 lander. See, like, I'll keep this because I know I run 22 lands, so I shouldn't see another land for a very long while. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only, I don't know why I needed maths. There's 17 left in the deck and 54. So it's a 1 in 3 chance of drawing land. I'm actually shocked it wasn't land. But I guess that gives us a play on turn 3. Please don't go Gatekeeper, Vine, or Visionary this turn. I mean, I know that's a lot to ask. Perilous Mare would be alright. You know he's going to have something which I don't want to bounce. Yep. I don't know, at least Undercity you can kind of swing into it. And I do like how I tilt 2 mana towards blue and I've got 5 green sources in my hand. I'm not upset about that, I just think it's funny. If I draw a Whirler Rogue on the other hand, I may be annoyed by that. I didn't even see what this guy's rank is. I don't know, on Steam you never really seem to... I can't remember the last time I dipped before 30. I think everyone at this point is just ranked so high that it's actually pretty much impossible to be of the rank of... it's impossible to be rank... I can't speak. It's impossible to be rank... like a really low rank at this point. Just in the sense that eventually even the worst player can win a 51% win ratio. Jesus Christ, I cannot speak today, I do apologise. This is the worst opening I think I've ever had in my commentary days, which I'm sure someone will point out, and I enjoy that. So I mean, I think I fully expect a Outland Colossus / I can't remember the Renowned Rhino guy. I fully expect one of them too, but that's what Anchor Ether's for, or Separate as Void Maze actually. One of them too. Never mind, we see if he's taking out a blue source. I hate this game. And I'm going to try and stream for 6 hours. And this is my life. Oh, come on, blue... Well, like, it's so stupid. Why in this game, why would you run Acid Moss? I don't understand. Like, I think it'll get a lot better in Battle for Zendikar, but in this game, Acid Moss does nothing except if you're lucky and your opponent gets land screwed. But like right now, I mean, this game's over. If he has like another Acid Moss, it's just game. I don't know why I swung it. Well, I guess there's no point blocking with a 1/3. I guess he could go, guys, oh, screw this guy. I wish him untold death. Double Acid Moss on a guy who's land screwed. That's sick. Okay, this guy has ramped every single land in the game. How many has he got in the field now? That's 4 ramp spells he's played. That's insane, actually. Oh, you son of a bitch. Just wait a minute, maybe he thinks we got a spell. So now he might not want to block and let me draw a card. That's the plan. I mean, to be fair, we top deck a blue mana in the next, I don't know, 2 or 3 turns. We're not out of this. We've got plenty of spells in our hand we can cast. Fortunately, Whirler Rogue is a dead draw. This guy's on 4, 9, and he's going to have a bunch of lands in hand. This is like the most land-intensive deck I've ever seen. 4 great, I'm assuming at this point, 4 Gatekeeper Vines, 4 Acid Moss, 4 Nissa's Pilgrimage. I think that's pretty much everything. And he's got nothing else. So like, imagine if I had a blue mana off the top. I don't know why I keep crunching in with this Jesse and Thief at this point. I'm just asking for him to have a combat trick. Mind you, this guy has taken every single hit from this Undercity Troll. Instead of... I don't know why at this point. Oh, there we go, guys. Revenge. Game over. It was fun. And by fun, I mean absolutely shit. Yeah, I can't see a way we can win this at this point. We have to chump with Jesse and Thief. And then hope he just... Because I mean, you can start blocking now. Yep, another blue spell off the top, fantastic. I mean, I think that's stupid actually. I should have kept the Undercity Troll back. Because it's got regenerate. That was stupid. My bad. Into the morph. Okay, this guy is scum. This guy is pure scum, and I wish him nothing but ill. If you run land destruction, you're scum. I've come to that conclusion. This wouldn't have happened if I didn't go on that massive rant about flooding out all the time. I can assure anyone that now. I'm not even gonna block. Screw this game's over. I want this guy to end me. If I top take a blue mana now, I will punch Stainless. Oh, you son of a bitch! I'm not even gonna play anything. I can't come back. I just want this over with. So what did we see? I'm just gonna discard the land just so it really confuses them. We saw into the 3 land destruction spells. You can't cast Channel's Ignition. 3 land destruction spells, 2 extra ramp spells on top of that, a bunch of gate creepers, and just scum. Scum on the... Yeah. I don't know why I'm so salty. Like I would have won that game if for some reason this deck had drawn correctly there. In the sense that I had 5 green mana and 1 blue source, despite tilting towards blue. Because then, I mean, he would have been too slow. I don't think there's anything I could have done there. I mean, yeah, I could have blocked with the Undercity Troll, but I mean, it would just prolong my death. This guy he must have had some 0 cost invisible tutor spell for land destruction. I don't know. I just think land destruction is the most. It's like, it doesn't make sense to me in the sense that it's frustrating. It's like, I think it's most frustrating. I'm not sure if I said that, but I kind of stalled. Just because you don't get to play the game. Only one person plays the game. Like even control decks. I mean, you can play around control decks. You either go balls to the walls and hope to drain them out of counter spells and stuff, or removal, or you either just like try and sandbag a bunch of your threats and play them all in one turn. But I'm digressing at this point. I just think land destruction, it completely relies on your opponent being screwed over, and then they get punished for being screwed over with bad luck by not getting to play the game. That's my opinion. And we shall jump in. I swear to God, I would love a blue source around here. Perfect. I can't keep this. I know this is worse, but I just think please see a mana off the top. I'm not even going to get to cast anything this turn. Thank you. Thanks, game. Thank you very much. Nah, I don't know. I'm kind of out of it at the minute. It's bad luck, Simic. I mean, this is my own fault. Actually, no, because until I get a Will Breaker in hand, I would have been in the same situation. So I'm not upset. If I top deck a Will Breaker, I'll put a land back in, put it that way. Yeah, I mean, we go decent start, I guess. Turn 1, 2, 2. Got a bounce spell. We got a. If he's elves, we anchor the ether's gonna be great because we shut him down for a turn. What could he have? What would be the worst thing we could see? Because I'm sure that's what's gonna appear. I mean, that's the thing about Nati Golgari. You have no idea until they play that first spell whether they're control or elves. That was a pretty good top deck. Gets us to increase our clock on this guy. 4 damage a turn is nothing to laugh at. He's gonna have to respond pretty fast because I mean that's him down to 8 if he has no cards, and he did miss a land drop, I do believe. But he hit it this turn, and there's the Guardian Automaton. If we draw a land, that's getting bounced. If we don't draw a land, that's gonna get worse bounced. Pretty much my play. Oh, that's so good. Oh, probably not even the player, but screw it, that's so good. Granted, he gets to block and gain 3 life here, but I'm not upset. For a 2-land hand, this couldn't have worked out much better. Yeah, I mean, he takes 5, gains 3, so basically we hit him for 2 that turn. And 2 get our creature. Languish would be dead. If he has Languish, I'm going to cry myself to sleep. And he's going to have Languish, and I'm aware of this, but I can't afford to play around it. Yeah, okay, I actually thought that was Languish. I was about to quit the game there. And when I saw him tap out, but then I remembered. Well, that token is pretty much the best card we could have seen. Yeah, we bounce a token here and then crunching again. So I mean, what's he taking here? He has to block. So he takes 9. He's down to... I can't do maths. He's down to 4, I think. Yeah, so I mean, he needs a response this turn. I'm assuming he didn't have Languish because he would have cast that before. So basically, did he top deck it? Did he top deck it? If he did top deck it, I might as well just... I will honestly just concede on the spot unless I hit a land. Read the bones, okay, we've won. Can't think of anything he could have for 2 mana. 3 mana just say he plays a land. Yeah, there's nothing. He's done here. We did get off to a pretty nuts draw. 3 Timber Moors are nothing to be laughed at. Timber Moor. No. Timber Pack. But then again, I mean, we did miss like 6 land drops. We were just pretty fast. Yeah, we don't need more than 2 land. This is like I said, I jinxed this video the minute I said this deck floods out. But even if I had 24 in it, it warms my heart. No, and I still would have been stuck on 2 because none of them were will breakers. And that's, well, 1-1. I'll take it considering the games I've been playing. Let's try and get a good draw. Just about hit 4,000 gold. Let's celebrate with a win. So I'm looking forward to streaming. I've done it once before, and it's quite fun just sitting there, chatting and just playing the game. It's a good thing, streaming. It's nice because you get to just play the game casually and you don't have to think too much. Like my if you thought it was bad now, wait till then. The misplays will be legendary. And I mean, who knows? Maybe by some luck it'll drop, and the next day we get a Battle for Zendikar stream instead. That'll be interesting. But yeah, I mean, I am out of it right now. When did I last get? It's nearly been a day. We're coming up to a day without sleep. That's why the joys of terrible insomnia. Gonna get a nice long sleep first, and let's see. This, I guess we only got 1 cast. Well, we got 3. I think we can do better. I know that's greedy, and it was greedy, but this is better all the way around. Get card draw this time round. It's pretty much just same as that first hand, if you take into account that card draw. So this guy, I think, mulled down with us. Yeah, he did. He went down to 6. We get to go 2 Fairy Miscreants here. So that's something, I guess. I don't think we've been on the play once in this video, which is annoying. This deck is probably, along with Red Deck Wins, is a deck which absolutely loves to be the first to slam a card on the field. Okay, this guy got stuck on mana. I mean, he did mull down to 6, so I'm assuming, yeah, he must have kept his speculation. Considering the luck I've been having, I don't blame this guy one bit. But this is hopefully going to be a fairly quick game. We don't really have any... Oh, that's beautiful right there. This is just a day of my 4-pack of Timber Watch and these elves. And not the elves, these are fairies. But you missed the land drop. Guarantee the AI is going to top deck one. Like I said, not even surprised. The question is, do we... No, we're not going to slam a Frost Links on the table here. We're just going to bounce whatever he plays, and then just keep doing that, I think. I guess that makes sense. This is just the aerial assault right now. that's satisfying. It's. I mean, if I draw a 4th, that would be beautiful. There's the Shambling Ghoul. It says Shambling Ghoul meet Bounce Spell. Bounce Spell meet Shambling Ghoul, and he's down to 13. We don't have a really fast clock. That's why I'm tempted to slam the Frost Links. But at the same time, he could go land Languish next turn. So I think I'll keep Disperse up, well, double Disperse, I guess. And then the turn after is when I can slam Frost Links and keep Disperse up. So I mean, bear in mind, this guy kept a 1 land hand. He has now not missed a land drop since he left. Just like to point that out. Like if I was playing a real person right now, they'd be dead. They'd have stuck on 1 land. Yeah, so now is the turn we slam a Frost Links and keep our Disperse up. Just to increase the clock a little bit. Put him on a 2-turn clock after this. I mean, I don't think any of my draws have been particularly good. I mean, yeah, I saw 3 Fairy Miscreants and 4 Timber Watch. Told you you'd have it. I had 4 copies of. I mean, none of them have been explosive. In the sense that, like, if I had like a Will Breaker, if he plays a creature, it's ours now. Next turn. I mean, granted, it's ours very slowly. It'll tap itself down for 2 turns actually. But I mean, it's our creature still. It's on our side of the field, and Reef Soul. Okay, looks like we've met the control deck. And yet again, I'd like to point out that this guy still hasn't missed a land drop since keeping a 1 land hand. Well, I think we let him crunch in here. Player Harbinger flashed, and then if he plays another creature, we can tap it down and get in for 2. How's that for a slice of fried gold? I mean, fair enough, you could have a counter spell there. Wouldn't be surprised in the slightest to the way today is going. And I mean, we are the beatdown at this point. What's this 5-drop? Disciple of the Ring, of course. And the AI is going to counter my creatures. That's all 4 Fairy Miscreants. And we had 4 Timber Watch and 4 Fairy Miscreants. I mean, literally, what are the chances of that? I'd love to know. But, I mean, granted, this guy untaps next turn, we lose. But morally, we won this game. Wait, at least he started missing land drops again, just when he's curved out nicely. I am really bitter. I apologise. I don't know, land destruction set me off on a bad trend right now. I mean, he's got 2 activations, so you can untap his creature. You can untap his creature, and he could tap one of mine down, I guess. Here comes the cavalry. Jesse and Thief. I mean, I'm going to crunch all out. If he wants to, I'm not going to say waste, but if he wants to use a Disciple to untap his creature, which he does not, he's going to counter my creature. That's what he's going to do, and that's going to really annoy me. But he can actually do it as well, so screw it, let's get him to counter the Frost Links. What, have they patched it? The AI normally does try and cheat that way. I would have slammed the Jesse and Thief, that's how it was working. What's that trigger? Oh, he's activating it on his upkeep. On his end step, I mean. That absolutely makes sense. I'm misplaying this like shit. I was fully expecting the counter spell. There's the life gain. It's been fun. It's been fun. I don't know what we could draw right now that could dig us out of this. Tapping down a blocker, we wouldn't have blocked anyway. But he's out of instance right now, that's a hope right there. I mean, he's granted he is up to 8 with a blocker on the ground. Timber pack, I mean, at this point we just go, well, we can't go balls to the walls and then we can crunch in here. Because 2 damage is not worth him life gaining his way of victory. But we just slam both our guys and pray to God he doesn't have another languish. But he's out of activations right now. That's honestly the only reason I'm sticking around. This game would be over if he had another one. But I don't know. So we've got, I mean, every turn, even if this board stalemates out, every turn we've got him on a 7-turn clock in the air, and that means, well, Shambling Ghoul. Any combat tricks? I can't really think of any. There's no reason not to block like this. Lifelink, yeah. But get to take out 1 for 1 there. Granted, that was his 2. Okay, that's why he did it. I was wondering, that was weird even by the AI standard. The land is not what we wanted to see. I mean, we can't crunch in right now, and we are kind of stuck in on the ground. So I think the AI is stabilized. I mean, if this was this guy and he was on a 1-land hand and he managed to get his way here, I wouldn't be upset. I hate the AI. 3, 6. That's weird, actually. Look at my graveyard. 3 disperse, 4 fairy miscreants. What did he play? That he just played a land. It's fine. Flashback Marauder. It's actually annoying because we can't get rid of a 1/1. Frostlinks, I choose you. Now we can crunch in with the 3/4 and give it a lifelink. Yeah. So I mean, on our draw next turn, I'm just gonna cut it off because there's pretty much nothing we could draw. Whirlrogue maybe, and I just think this game has got to the point where we can't win if we don't draw something this next turn. Anchored to the ether. That is something. Bounce that. Okay. So I mean, we're not going to be able to kill him this turn, and if we just decide to bounce the Disciple, he just replays it next turn. Granted, he doesn't get to attack in with it. I mean, I think we have to bounce this, hope he lets us draw a card. Bottom. And just kind of suicidally charge in and hope for something, I guess. He takes it. Fine with that. So now a ground blocker would be ideal. That's ideal. So I mean, I think that was a great top deck. Granted, he just plays it again and then activates it twice. But I mean, morally, that felt pretty good. That takes up his entire turn. He can't play any more shenanigans. Never mind, this game's over. So watch this, 2, 5, 8. Could bump it to 9 if you wanted. We taps on a creature that's already tapped. Why wouldn't you? And yeah, so I think this is over. But importantly, we had fun. So if we attack here, we actually take him down to 2, but he just kills us next turn. I mean, either way we lose. I guess actually we go very miscreant, attack like that, and then hope to draw a card so he can't really attack in. Hope we draw a 2-drop or a 1-drop, I guess. Nope, land. So my aim was there for, like, I drew a Timberpack Wolf. He couldn't really crunch in. There's a resource anyway, so we would have lost. Is that his third reef souls? Yeah. 1, 2, and a second. No, it's the same Merkle. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, that was my play there. Because if I bounce that and then manage to stay at the bottom, you couldn't really swing in. I might be able to ping him out in the air. But we fought bravely. But ultimately, you can't win them all. I mean, I don't begrudge that too much. It's annoying that the AI happened to top deck all them lands. But you did keep a 1 lander. I'm not too upset, I guess. Deck didn't really perform well there. It's been performing pretty well this last couple of days. But it just didn't really get going. Obviously land destruction. Then the second game we kind of just got stuck in 2 lands. And then that last game, a lot of removal. The languish killed us really. But looks like we're never going to get to that fabled 4k gold. So unless... No, I did that wrong. Unless... Nah, I'm joking. Yeah, so hope to see you around Friday/Saturday. I'm probably not going to upload till then. And by till then I mean stream. I'm not going to actually upload anything on the channel. But thank you guys for watching. Sorry if I seemed a bit salty. I was a bit salty after that first game. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you later.